Welcome to Drum and Drummer, a podcast focused on drums, drumming and drummers. I'm George Pickering and that's Ben Winty, and we are both professional drummers in this business we call music. So stick around and join us as we pass the time whilst trying to stay in time.
But she doesn't need a fat, bald man in a ill-fitting suit telling her that he gets it. Why, aye, it's Drum and Drummer.
Great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's Newcastle, isn't it?
You have indeed. I thought you died.
Yes.
For listeners, I texted Ben on a Thursday, Saturday late in the evening, no reply still. I said, are you all right? You know?
Yeah.
He was all right. He was away. He was at a wedding, you know?
I was away. I was doing my own thing.
Talk me through it, boy. Whose wedding for the listeners?
So, this is a guy who was a sax player in 3-Day Bender, my band back at Sixth Form College and slightly beyond. First day there, didn't know anyone. He said, do you want to join a band? I said, yeah. And 25 years later, I'm at his wedding.
Great.
A few years after college, I went off to London. We still did the band. He stayed home in Portsmouth area for a bit. And then eventually he went to university and he decided to go to Newcastle to study music. And he's been there ever since. And so that was the stag I went on, Barcelona, a few weeks ago. That was time for the wedding. Up at the Toon, boy.
First question, is this his first wedding?
It is his first wedding.
Fair.
Yeah.
You and him, late 30s.
Doing it late.
But good, you know?
Yeah, get it right. Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. Well.
You know. Yeah.
Where to start? We travelled up Thursday. You know, you did the journey the week before.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah, it is.
It's a long
What time
day.
did you leave?
We left at just after 10.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Just
That's
after
a good
10.
time.
It's so long. At some point, you're going to hit rush hour. You can't. It's not like if we do that, you're gonna. If you leave too early, you're going to hit the morning rush hour.
Yeah.
You leave just after morning, you're going to hit the evening rush hour.
Yeah.
There's a rush hour somewhere.
Yes.
And that's a lesson for everyone, really. There's always.
I think especially if you go from Portsmouth, because when I did it, we went from London, and I think we left at about 9, or maybe we left at 10. I don't know, but we got there about 3, half 3.
Makes sense.
So we missed it. We missed the evening one.
True.
Where did you stop? Services. Talk to me. What did you go?
Donington.
Nice.
Yeah, quick stops. That was sort of about halfway, really. Halfway.
Yeah.
And this is funny, isn't it? Because there was a few of us going up from down south from the band with our wives.
Yep.
There was another car with the bassist and rhythm guitarist and their wives.
Yep.
Heading from Portsmouth, leaving roughly the same time.
Yeah.
And we got to the services, went for a wee, and they were like, well, let's get a KFC.
Yeah.
And that rhymes. So, it is true. And we just ordered. We'd only been about 5 minutes. And my brain went, wouldn't it be funny if they stopped here as well? And I was just, had a look, there they are.
Yeah.
They've wandered in.
Brilliant.
I mean, in a way, what are the odds? I mean, in
Yeah.
some regards, they're heading to Newcastle as well.
Yeah.
They've set up from Portsmouth a similar time.
Probably the same time. Yeah.
We've stopped around lunchtime.
Yeah.
When you start drilling down, the odds are not
No.
drastically,
Yeah.
small. But still,
Yeah.
to choose Donington, to be
Yeah.
ready for a week, but that was nice.
That's nice. What did you have?
KFC, wasn't it?
What did you have?
Yeah, Zinger Tower, something like that.
Nice. Yeah.
Zinger Tower chips.
You're more a burger man, I think, than a boneless or a mighty bucket for one. Do you know
Yes, you know me well. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not one to be trying to get the gristle off the bone.
Absolutely.
You're like, get that gristle away from me.
Get the bone away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in a bun.
If it's a trombone, sure, I'll have a go. But chicken bone.
Bloody loves the trombone.
I'm not dissecting food.
No.
I'm not doing a science class for my lunch at Donington Services.
It's a bit like in restaurants, isn't it? When you get a fish. Not that I've ever ordered fish in a restaurant. And it's not deboned. And you go, I don't want to have to pick at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm paying someone else to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not do it myself.
Exactly.
It's not being Q.
No.
Anyway, KFC were having a nightmare. They were having a nightmare at Donington
right.
Services. Something was going on. Understaffed. Something to break. It was chaotic. It took them forever.
Did you know? I'm guessing you didn't know that when you'd ordered.
No, it's busy because
vibe?
it's lunchtime at Donington Services. You know that. It's busy. And you're like, that's people, but,
Sure.
And then you're like, these numbers are not moving from that screen to that screen.
Yeah.
Our number isn't even on there now, and
Yeah.
there's 10 on there, and there's a middle-aged woman behind the counter, and you can tell, things aren't going well because she's shaking her head, all the time, constantly shaking. But here's I mean, we might have spoken about this before. Here's what annoys me. I don't like this number thing because you got the screen. The screen's never accurate. They shout the number out, so you're relying on someone shouting loud enough, and a lot of people don't have the confidence to project the number clearly into what can only be described as a cavernous services.
Yeah.
And then things start moving, so she starts shouting numbers out. No one's collecting them.
I hate that.
At least be ready.
Yeah.
That gave her a good shake of the head.
Yeah, I bet it did.
I mean,
right,
1093.
There's two parts to this. One, I don't get that. I remember when I was a waiter, and you'd be amazed at how, because I'm sure you and I are the same ilk, where when I'm in a restaurant, I'm sort of talking to people, but I'm looking to see where my food is, And when it's there, I'm ready. I can see it's on that plate. Hi, burger and chicken. Yep, that's me. Do you know what I mean?
You can spot it. That's ours. That is ours.
Yeah, that is ours. I can see that's ours.
And they start turning left instead of right. You hey. And you're like, fuck, no, those two people ordered exactly the same things as us. Fuck.
Exactly. But I remember the amount of times I bring out food and come to their tables, and people would seem not fussed. Hi, I got spaghetti bolognese and mussels. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the reason you're here. Also, another thing I was going to say is the anxiety because obviously you've got the numbers on the board going back to KFC or McDonald's or anywhere where it's all the numbers. But have you had it where, because I'm always in Mackey's at services, every weekend at the moment. Yeah. And you do your boop, 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 quarter pounder, double quarter pounder, etc. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And then...
Large,
big time. And then, and 4 months.
Do you want anything else? Yes. Yeah. Don't take me to the checkout yet, boy.
Exactly. But you put it all through, and then you pay, and it just disappears. And it goes and you have to see if your number appears before it and you're like, I think I was 98 or whatever, but it's gone. And they're like, sorry, we can't print a receipt. And you're going, oh my God, was it 98? And then you're looking.
It's like a memory test from the Krypton Factor. The number flashes up. Can you remember this number? And then you're just paranoid. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So,
I mean, I was reminded recently, actually, literally this morning I've told it before, when I went to services, Burger King, on the way to a freshman year gig, only person in it, ordered on the screen, have a number, lady gets the food, calls the number out. It's just me, isn't it? That's me.
I had it the other week. Do you know what? I went to London last week with my brother, and they, in kebab shops, they now have a touchscreen thing, which is really weird because I feel like kebab shops is where you can use the word
become
boss
a man.
It is, yeah. All right, boss man, can I get garlic sauce and salad on that, But there's none of that. You just do it. Boop, 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 boop,
For a lot of people, it's your first racial integration in society, isn't it?
If you live in Emsworth, it is,
Yeah.
It's like, everyone's white and then there's a kebab shop, It's
and they call you boss man and you go, life is good.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I am multicultural now,
Yeah.
I've been accepted.
Stamp the passport, I can go anywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
Race across the world. Credentials? Boss man at a kebab shop. So yeah, no, that takes out a big they worry about, like old phones and all that and stuff and lockdown and working from home, to keeping people from interacting, and young people growing up. Yeah. And it's like, you take away the interaction at a kebab shop.
Yeah.
Civilization is doomed.
Yeah.
What sort of people are going to be... I don't trust anyone to lead this country in 34 years who didn't have human communication, comfortable ordering a babby at 2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If you can't communicate that you want the chili sauce, all the salad and some chilies, if you can't do that in person, you've done it all on a touchscreen. Are you going to tell the nation that there's a nuke coming?
Exactly, because there is a lot of back and forth. You're not just ordering one thing. You order, and then there's a lot of salad, what sauce, wrapped or not wrapped,
Yeah. Of course, you've got the default bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But you've got to find your style, find your taste.
Exactly.
Anyway, we did eventually get our food. It took 20 minutes. Come on, it's not fast, is it? And you pay 30 quid. You're like, Christ,
I know.
come on, really?
Do you know what? Right, so they bought the big... we will get to the wedding. They bought the big tasty back. You got to pay a quid to add the bacon now.
Really?
Yeah. That mad. Goes big tasty with bacon. I'm pretty sure it said big tasty with bacon. You click on it, and then it says no bacon free, bacon £1. I'm like, you fuckers, you know? So, yeah.
Next it'll be like 50p for a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
What's that thing where it says 10p extra for a bag if you're in Scotland? And it's like, why? How much? Why is bags? Anyway, let's talk. Should we get to the wedding? Yeah.
We'll get to the wedding. We got to the hotel. It's a lovely hotel. 5 minutes from the venue. Get on the Guinni.
This is Thursday night then?
Thursday night, yeah. So we're all staying in the hotel, the southern lot. The best man's also staying there with his partner. So we had a lovely big meal together. Now, first story, because, you got to pick the highlights, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if ordering a meal at KFC at Donington Services isn't a highlight enough, then here's a highlight for you now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a big inn. It's less of a pub, more of an inn.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just go there for local pints. It's an inn. You go there for big dinners, nice good food, good restaurant. And it's kind of got this hotel, sort of separate building, but it's all part of the same thing. So you check in, you got to get your key. You got one key. It's like a proper key.
Yeah.
For a door. It's not a card or anything like that. And you got a fob to get in the building. So we're having dinner, having some drinks. And then my wife's like, I'm going to go to bed. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So off she goes. I give her the key. Off she goes to bed. I think I'm not going to be that much longer, Then we make our way to the bar. Another Guinni. Yeah, go on then. Yes, right. I'll have another Guinni. Sure.
So who are you with at this point? Best man?
This point, best man, bass player, guitarist.
Oh, so you just get the band back together. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So then it's like, right, got to go to bed. I haven't got my key, so I'll go with the trumpet player.
Yeah.
And his wife, because he's got a fob to get in the building.
Right.
So I go up with them. Right, see you later. Yeah, go up. And we said, we'll go up the stairs in this hotel bit with the first door right at the top of the stairs. So I'm like, knock on the door. Nothing. I'll knock and get a bit louder.
Yeah.
It's about 11:30 at this point, Knock right. No, nothing. Okay. I'll give her a buzz.
Yeah.
Give her a buzz on WhatsApp. Just rings out.
Oh no.
Okay. Just keep ringing. I just keep ringing. I mean, I know what's happened. She's fallen asleep.
Yeah.
She's fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Let's knock a bit louder.
Yeah.
Right. I've had a few Guinni.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed.
Yeah.
But I really want to get in my room.
Yeah.
And I could have jumped a few steps here and be like, I'll go to the hotel and be like, I can't get in my room.
Yeah.
But what I decided to do was call 6 more times and kick the door.
Yeah. That's what I would have done.
Strongly.
Yeah.
I'm there sort of booting it. Then the other guys come up and I'm still out there 15 minutes later, like trying to get...
Yeah.
She's fallen asleep. And they go, ha, 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 and walk off. All right, well...
Yeah.
Anyway, then I think, right, I'll go to the bar and I'll be like, have you got a master key or something?
Yeah.
Let me in. And then you're thinking, how can I prove that this is my room and I'm just going to go and attack a random lady?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, but if I go out, I'll get locked out of the building.
Yeah.
And I haven't got the car keys. I don't want to sleep in the grass. Not on the first night of a trip to Newcastle.
So the reception or whatever is a separate part or something?
It's in the hotel. It's in the bar. It's in the bar. It's in the pub.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah. Where the rooms are, it's just a building.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, right. So my mate Dave was like, take my key and then at least you can get back into the building. So I went, spoke to them, and they were brilliant. They were like, yeah, no problem. They recognised me. The guy from Driver. I said, yeah. You play a freshman year? I said, yeah.
So your listeners going up without you actually doing any more work or getting guests. Yeah.
If anything, if you've done less work and put less effort in, and yet your numbers have nearly doubled. Yeah, that's the one. That is the one.
If you're a new listener, thanks. We didn't know we had so many more.
And they didn't check my ID or anything, and they just came and opened the door for me.
That's a bit worrying, isn't it, for women?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm an organised man, so I do have scans of my driving licence and passport on Dropbox on my phone.
That's amazing.
Yeah, always. You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway, there she was, sound asleep, TV on.
Brilliant.
So, got to bed. She didn't even know I got into bed.
Yeah.
She didn't notice a man kicking her door down at 20 minutes and then climbing into bed with her. I think in the middle of the night she was like, how the fuck did you get in? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. So next day, have you ever heard of Northumberlandia?
No.
So it was right by the hotel. It's this kind of like man-made sculpture in the ground of like these big sort of man-made hills.
Right.
When viewed from above, it's a lady. It's a big lady sort of lying down.
Maybe I have, yeah.
And there's these kind of big grassy tits.
Right.
And you can sort of just walk around up to the top of her head.
Right.
And then look down, see her nose, tits, legs.
Brilliant.
Anyway, so in the morning we had a lovely big breakfast. Had a walk around the Lady of Northumberlandia.
Brilliant.
And then it was like, right, let's get ready for the wedding.
Yeah.
Got ready. Uber to the venue. Now, so this is where it's interesting, right? Jamie's a very old friend of mine. Great, he's getting married. Good to go out with some friends. We are the outsiders a bit. We are the South Coast crew, you know. Now, you can't... I haven't been to a wedding for ages as a guest. I mean, I went to my own wedding, but that was a very different sort of wedding. But it's so hard to switch out of function band mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so difficult, and I really didn't want to think like that. But I walked in and went, not a bad loading.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and my wife, she does it as well. So we're like,
not
bad loading.
Yeah.
And you're like, we've seen so many venues, so we have I guess a broader insight into these kind of things.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie is a professional musician. He plays functions. He is a function saxophonist in several bands. So he's obviously got an insight as well.
Yeah.
So we're going, nice venue.
Yeah.
Because obviously Jamie fucking knows, doesn't he? You know, he's probably played every venue in the northeast like we have down here. Anyway, we went in the house, get a drink. Now there's a violinist. She's got some backing tracks. She's playing. She's in one of the rooms of the house. Now, for some god no reason, the weather was absolutely incredible.
Right.
It was like 21 degrees, clear blue skies. In Newcastle. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's in this room, and you walk past her, and she's playing, and you get to the bar, and then obviously you go outside.
Yeah.
And you can't help but go,
No
I
one's
feel bad
watching.
for her.
Yeah,
I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
But then you know she's probably going, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And also, it is more background music, you know.
Absolutely. And then, like when we do the acoustic set add-on, you know, I don't give a fuck if people are watching or clapping or doing any of that shit. And it's always hard to judge. Well, you don't really know where people are going to congregate.
No.
And it's not an easy setup to go, move the setup because they're all over there. So you just, you know, like, I get it. And you almost want to go to her, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know? But she doesn't need a fat, bald man in a ill-fitting suit telling her that he gets it.
Your wife keeps going, can you stop saying to people you get it? Every waiter you've gone past.
Every venue manager. I get it.
Yeah. I see you guys
it.
every week.
I know why you're doing this.
Yeah.
I know why you're doing this. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a drink and then the ceremony. It was great. All that sort of stuff. I'm sat in the ceremony room. It's hot, obviously. And look to my left. That's sort of a walled garden area that's where the drinks will be. Spot that a mile off, you know, because there's drinks. Also, there's a little jazz band set up.
Great.
Now Jamie plays jazz. He plays in various jazz bands. I think he has a big band. I think he's partly responsible, if not one of the organisers of the Newcastle Jazz Festival.
Amazing.
So there's a little quartet set up. Live kit, a little bop kit, a little Pearl Masters. I'm checking it out. I can't help it.
Yeah, of course.
I can't help it, you know. So obviously they play while we're having drinks. They're really good, you know. It's proper class. The drummer, I mean, the lightest touch.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not far away from people. Like, they're right there. And you can tell why they've sat up there, because there's shade from a building behind them. By the time they played, the shade's kind of gone. You can see the drummer's like, fuck it, well, I mean, what a lovely, delicate touch on those Bosphorus cymbals.
Yeah.
But that was lovely. What happened next? They turned the room around. We had the meal. Speeches. They did the speeches first. We played a little game during the speeches. I don't know if you've ever done this before. 2 games, actually. One, guess how long the speeches will last.
Good.
You know, I won that one. So, people, they're always longer than you think.
Yeah.
Played another game. This was Andy's idea. So we all wrote down a word that we thought would come up a lot in the speeches.
Right.
Right. And then we put them in a hat, and then you picked one out.
Mm.
And then every time that word was said, you had to take a sip of your drink.
Right.
So you want to try and pick a popular word, right? I received the word special. That was my word.
Yeah.
Father of the bride, he does his speech. He hits me with 3 specials in a row. Special day, special peoples, bang, 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 getting this Guinni right down my neck. My wife had thank you.
Oh,
yeah, she got absolutely stitched up on that one.
Yeah.
A couple of people had the word love.
Yeah.
Now, I nearly wrote the word Disney because the bride is a huge Disney nut.
Right.
Been to Disneyland Paris 12 times. I mean, wow. And there was a heck of a lot of Disneys at the beginning.
Yeah.
Less so in the best man speech.
Yeah.
Anyway, clear the room. I got to turn it around for the evening. We had a great time. It was a really good wedding. It all ran very well. Yeah, I mean, with someone who does that for a job,
Yeah.
they're going to have an insight, aren't they, into what makes it go well.
Mm.
But they had a band in the evening, right? And really good. They just sort of did like party dance stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like a cross between Magic Tones and Ox's band Hyper.
Right.
That kind of like a bit more dancey kind of thing. You can't help but not analyse, but even just be like, oh, have a look, you know. 2 subs. Your backs are not fucked.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. They just did like 1 hour and a half set and then fucked off basically. Put a playlist on that Jamie made. Now here's the thing though. So the drummer, he had a rack.
Right. Wow.
He had like a red DW kit. Very nice. It wasn't a big room. Toms were mic'd.
Wow.
Because you judge it. You're not judging, but you're going, what are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Because we do this all the time. What are they? Was there anything different up north? You know. Yeah, he had a rack. He had 4 crashers.
Wow.
Like 2 effects crashers on either side.
Wow.
That were really angled away from him. Quite interesting. He had a splash.
Right.
Like an 8-inch deep snare drum.
Wow.
You know. But they were great. I mean, they were really good, as we knew they would be. And what was really good is Jamie actually came up and played a couple of songs early on, because he normally plays with that band. So we didn't know that at the time, but yeah, he came up. That was really good, as he serenaded his new wife. But what's interesting is you watch it, right? Here's something that blew my mind. So, you know, have you ever done the Crazy in Love, Crazy little medley?
I think so.
A lot of tailored bands do.
Yeah.
So you start with Beyonce, Crazy in Love. Then about halfway through, you go into Crazy by Niles Barkley.
Yeah.
You get back into Crazy in Love. I've done that medley with the Magic Tones and other tailored bands
so have I,
for 14 years, 15 years. They did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They did the exact same medley, same plate. Like how's that travelled?
Yeah.
I don't know who started it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, but 400 miles away.
Yeah.
And a function band. Exact same medley.
Wow.
Right. Anyway, they were really good. They still used amps. Again, their backs are obviously
Yeah.
but it felt like what it made me do is go, do you know? I mean, they're really good. It's like, are they doing anything? Like, are we missing anything? Have we got too lazy? Have we got too complacent? Like, but you look at the size of the room, you go, you don't need to mic your tom. I really don't think the toms need to be mic'd in here. But I mean, it sounded great. But here's where your little brain fucks with you. You know, your brain just, your little ego, your little fucking mind goes, when like my friends, I go like, oh, that band are really good. And I'm like, yeah, they're great. And they're almost looking to me to be like, what do you think? You know, like,
yeah.
They're like, oh, that band, like, oh, the singer's so good, you know, oh, they're so tight, like, it's really good. And my little pathetic brain goes, well, don't forget I'm good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
It's good that you can acknowledge it though, rather
Well,
than
that's the
just
thing. I
thinking
think, you know, and I try to do the conscious things of like, I'm not gonna go up to them, you know, not in a rude way. Like we danced a lot, you know. Here's another trick. You see, this is someone who's done 600 weddings. Is when they're going to do the cake, I walk all the way round the room, give space for other people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know where to stand, right at the side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and also, when they say we're going to do the first dance, get in the room. You know, that's
Absolutely.
another one. The amount of times you'll have seen it. Here's something for the folks listening. If you've never done a wedding gig, if you have, switch off. But you just like first dance. No one comes in. You know.
Yeah.
You have to keep saying it.
But then it's like even just those conscious things of like, because we know it, it's like, well, we are going to dance and we will clap and we will clap the jazz band in the afternoon. We will acknowledge this music exists and but we will also still do what we want to do, you know, just be outside, that sort of thing. But I'm not going to go up to the drummer and be like, oh, hello, I play the drums. Because I fucking hate it. Because he doesn't know what I am. You know what I mean? But yeah, you break it, oh, but I'm good as well. Don't forget I do this. I do this all the time, my friends.
Yeah.
Fucking, and you're like, you fucking idiot. What
absolutely. Yeah, you didn't do that, so it's all right. I'll tell you what, I've had it with Tyler Todd once. So I was in a pub in Emsworth, and he was turning to me going, bass player's good, isn't he? I think he's good. What do you think? I was like, do you like him? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, then he's good. Do you know what I mean? It's like, don't expect me to be your opinion. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And then a friend of mine's wife was like, oh, I love this band. She likes party music a bit more. She was like, oh, I've got my 40th coming up. Like, oh, I really like this band. And then she came back. She was like, oh, I asked her if they'd come to Southampton. They said no. I'm like, of course they won't.
Yeah.
400 miles away.
Yeah.
And I'd think if I was playing and someone said, would you come to Newcastle? But sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Did you then say, do you like pop punk from the noughties?
And that's the other thing as well, right? I think in general gigs in the north are better.
Yeah. Oh.
I think people are way more up for it.
Yeah.
So it's a really full dance floor. Like we were on there, even in the playlist, like Jamie put on some alternative music for a bit. And we were all on there. Like it was great. We had a really good time. The place was really good. Because you're also thinking like, all the gigs I've done this year, I've played to rubbish crowds, rubbish. Like there's no one fucking in the room. Like even the one I did one year, it was good.
Yeah.
You know, the other week it was good, but then there was a point where you're like playing and no one's in the room, just the bride walking to the bar. Like that didn't happen at all.
Yeah.
The dance floor was never empty at Jamie's wedding, which is great. But you're like, are we doing something wrong?
Yeah,
like, are we not actually? Do we think we're better than we are?
Yeah.
Is there something wrong with the music? But then you're like, this is a great crowd of people, the right age, and the right band. It's the right band, you know. But you can't help but think like, are we doing something wrong? Like, and I was thinking like, what you know, are these shortcuts we take of amp simulators and hybrid electric kit and those things, and only one sub and like shitty like, are we cutting so many corners that actually it's not very good? Do you know what I mean? And they've turned out with amps, 2 subs, sounded fucking big. Yeah. But then you go, stick that band in Sopley Mill, they're going to have a difficult day.
They are, yeah.
You know? Yeah. But I also think crowds up north are just better.
They are.
Crowds down south are so stuffy, you know, and you're so dependent on the room. Because we have done good gigs, anyway. Yeah. But we had a lovely time. Yeah, very good time. Any other tales, really? I don't think so. I mean, we stayed an extra night up north. We were like, well, while we're here. So on the Saturday, everyone else drove back to Portsmouth. We went to Alnwick Castle, which was just about half an hour drive further north, where they filmed a bit of Harry Potter.
Nice.
So we had a wander around there. We saw a duck and 10 ducklings.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I mean, I thought Jamie's wedding was good, but that was amazing.
Yeah.
Right by the fence there, where they all came waddling up. Anyway, then we went to Alnmouth Beach, had an ice cream, because it was still really nice sunny weather. Big ass meal in the hotel pub. Again, ate way too much. Watched Armageddon, fell asleep during match of the day.
Oh, that's perfect.
Drove home Sunday. And actually it was quite nice, actually. Sunday, because I don't see Jamie that often, we stopped off at Jamie's house on the way home.
Nice.
And saw him and his new wife for an hour in the morning.
Nice.
And then headed back. Quick stop at Wetherby for a M&S wrap.
Yep. What'd you get?
Chicken vagina. Chicken vagina.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Pot of strawberries, needed some fruit.
Yeah.
You know, because I've been just a sludge factory for the last 48 hours. And then smashed it from Wetherby all the way home.
Nice.
So, got back about 5:30.
Perfect.
But yeah, cracking weekend. I don't know if there's much more to say.
Brilliant.
But it was interesting seeing it from that, being in the audience point of view.
Yeah.
And almost like a little reminder of that when we do gigs, like it is someone's wedding. And just another kind of reminder, a look at a bit more of how, I don't know, a bit more of like a zoomed out view of what goes on at these things. But it was so, it was so similar, such a same trodden path. It's not like Jamie's was super unique, you know. It was done very well. But, you can see the band loading in, you can see the sound check, you can spot all the things. Yeah, there's stickers on the subs that say no drinks. There's all that sort of stuff. Oh, the aux cable's a bit dodgy, and it crackled a bit before the first dance. That kind of thing. And even the singer fucked off as soon as they started playing. It's the same. It's the same up north, George. It's the same.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But it was, I guess, kind of just another like, oh yeah, let's just have a look outside, like, and then I remember our agency are like, oh, you're not allowed, don't pack up until the gig's finished. Fuck off. I'm not waiting till midnight. And then you see this band, drummer's packing up. Yeah. As soon as they play, he's packing up slowly while people are dancing. You're like, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Yeah. It's a fuck.
I didn't even know that was a rule. I've never.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It
was like, you'll wear smart shoes. Fuck off. I'm wearing Vans, mate. So, okay.
Should we wrap up there and then talk about...
Let's wrap up there, boy.
Talk about other things. Because we are doing 2 back-to-back.
We are doing 2 back-to-back.
And we can explain why in the next episode, if you want.
We will do. But yes, great time. Congratulations, Jamie and Paula. Thank you so much for having us. Next time, do it a bit closer, because it was very far away. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Drum and Drummer. You can find us on Instagram at Drum and Drummer Podcast. And you can send us an email to drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com. Remember, just pick up the sticks and twat it.